Hey, Shalom, Shalom. Akal Halalam Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Makakodash. Welcome to another video. Before I get started, I want to give all praise. I want to give all honor. I want to give all glory to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the teachers of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and salutation to the men who's pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. To you, brothers, I say shalom. And to the Akwat who out there who's just sitting back, paying attention, listening, and learning in silence. To you, I say shalom. I wanted to get into a video today just to put some emphasis on what's going on right now. Pretty much the lesson I'm going to get into, it's going to be titled More Proof That the End is Near. Again, more proof that the end is near. Now, before I even get into, a couple of videos I have here, let me read. First, I want to read Habakkuk chapter, I think it's Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. Let me grab that. Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 12. It says, Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and standeth and establisheth a city by iniquity. So it reads, Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. Right? Now, we all know who have builded a town with blood because we know that slavery was and still is, and we know that genocide was and genocide still is. We know that Babylon the Great, America, was built by the sweat and the blood and the tears of the Israelites, southern and northern kingdom. We know that genocide had to take place again amongst the Israelite for you so-called Babylonians to take the land of Babylon, which is America, to build it with the blood, sweat, and tears of the Israelites. We know that you guys did this. So right now, what's the name of the title? It's more proof that the end is near. So all your glory, your glamour, everything that you did to establish these cities, woe to you. So you're going to have to pay for it. Woe means destruction. So you are going to be destroyed for what you did to the children of Israel to establish the land that you have. Right? Now, without further ado, I want to show you what's going on. Now, we're going to go into this Minneapolis school shooting first.
Shoot down. Where are they? Where's the shooter? Where's the shooter? No one knows. Sit down.
So this is Robin Westman. This is a 23-year-old. It says, let me read that. It says, the shooter who opened fire in the church of Minneapolis Catholic School, killing 2 children, has been identified as Robin Westman, a 23-year-old. Now, Robin Westman was formerly known as Robert Westman. And if you read his manifesto, in fact, I want to read his manifesto for you just to show you regret, just to show you the chaos he was planning, and just to show you the apology that he's actually making before he commits these crimes. Now, let's jump into the manifesto. Now, this is what it's saying. I'm going to read it for you, Tess. To my family and friends, I don't expect forgiveness and I don't expect an apology. I have to hold much weight, but to my family and those close to me, I do apologize for the effects of my actions will have on your lives. Please know I care for all of you so much, and it pains me to bring this stream of chaos into your lives. So this is actually premeditated. He is thinking about this. I mean, she or he was thinking about this a long time ago. This was pre-planned, right? And there's a reason why this was pre-planned. So we know the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahshai is behind all of this. But I want to go into the sinister part of this chaotic scene that happened in the Catholic Church. Now it says this will affect many more people than the ones that are immediately, which he's speaking about his family. Now it says to my mother, bro, relax. It says to my mother and father, I am sorry. I didn't turn out as you had hoped. You did not fail me. You gave me so much. I truly appreciate the love you have given me. I feel I was raised to be a good person. I've kept these traits of empathy, self sacrifice, and good character. Please don't think you have failed as a parent. And then whatever he said right there. Now, this is the part that really is interesting. It says, I was corrupted by this world. Now, this is very, very serious because Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, warned his people, his people, not the entire world. He warned his people not to take part in this society, right? Now, listen to what it says here, Micah 2 and 10. It reads, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Of course, this current system, this current society, this world that we're living in is not our rest. This is not our final destination, right? Let me continue. It says, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. Now, this was a warning that the Most High was given to us. Arise and depart, because this is not your rest. This place will destroy you. Some of us took heed, some of us didn't. Some of us catch on later after we have been punished a few times, but we have heard the voice of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai through the prophets, right? And we have taken heed. Now, let's continue his manifesto. It says here, I was corrupted by this world and have learned to hate what life is. Now, the reason why he or she hate what life is because you were born something and you transform into something else. That is one of the worst things that you could have done to yourself, because now you're trying to fit in a society where even though you transition into something else, you still look like a man. So you're trying to use a female bathroom, you look like a man. You're trying to be treated like a female outside of your family and friends, you are still a man. You hear people on the internet telling you no matter what you do, you're still a man. These things are torture and torment for you. Right? Now it reads, life is love. Life is pain. This is much to accept. Too many things to put up with just to live. Of course, I just explained them to you. It says, I'm tired of the pain this world gives us. How do you think we feel? We are tired too. We're tired. We're tired to see what this world has become, knowing what the world should have been and could have been. We know what we went through. We went through pain, anguish, agony, slavery, murder, rape. We went through that. Our ancestors went through that. So how do you think we feel? Now he says, please move on and continue to give your love to my brothers and sisters and the rest of the world. They may not forgive you, but you need to move on from me. Forget my life and the pain I've brought. I love you both. Thank you very much. Listen, you did this. You transition into something else. You listen to the world, and the world was wrong. Yeah? Now, I want to get into some precepts real quick. Now, first things first, I want to get into is Genesis. And the reason why I'm going to go into Genesis is because of what you did, right? You shut up a school with hundreds of kids in it. You killed 2, and then you took your own life. This is something that you pre-planned. You planned this from time. Now, that is straight wickedness. But it didn't start there with you. It started a long time ago. And I'm only going to outline a few things. So the first thing I want to outline, let's go to chat. Now, if you look here in chat, it says, here's an outline version of the list followed by what current open source records confirm and what may need updating or correction. Now, it says, your outline of U.S. school shooting by death toll with year. Now, it has 1 to about 27. So 1 to 27. And this started in 1998, where you have school shooting. I'm just going to name a few. Weston. We have Columbine. Red Lake. We have Virginia Tech. 32 people in Virginia Tech. Sandy Hook Elementary School. 27. And that was 2012. Then we have 9 in Umpak community. And then we have 17 in 2018 at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. 17 kids died. 2018. Then you have 10 in Santa Fe. Listen, these are just wickedness across Babylon the Great, America. And this is judgment, right? This is showing you that the end is near. Because violence has to erupt in America. Because America is Babylon the Great. This is just showing you that your kingdom is falling. Right? Now, these are just a few of the school shootings. Now, let me go back into Genesis. Now, this is Genesis 6, and I'm going to read 11 and 12. Now, it says, the earth was also corrupt before Yahweh. Now, if you look at the word back then, when you read Genesis, it spoke about how wickedness was covered the face of the earth, and the Most High had to destroy it. The Most High only saved Noah and his children and their wives, right? With the animals. Why? Because the earth was wicked back then. Just like how the earth is wicked today, judgment has to take place again to cleanse the earth. But back then, it was cleansed with water. This time, it's going to be cleansed with fire. Right? It says the earth also was corrupt before Yahweh, and the earth was filled with violence. 27 school shooting. Isn't that violent? It says, and Yahweh looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. Right? Now, let's jump into Matthew 24 and verse 12. In fact, I want to read verse 7, and I want to go down to verse 12. 11. All right, so let me read verse 7. It says, Matthew 24:7. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. We see this happening today. Nation rising against nation. When you look at Taiwan, China, Russia, Ukraine, Russia, America, Pakistan, Indian, Israel, Palestine. When you look, you name this, there's so many. Nation shall rise against nation. We see this. And it says kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences. No, I want to show you something. I want to show you something. Now watch this. This is America.
Know what y'all got going on down here in Atlanta and in Houston, but the HIV and AIDS rate, it's crazy. I saw the news yesterday, and they pretty much about to daggone shut Atlanta down.
Of course, because judgment is taking place on the face of the earth. And why? Why? Because iniquity has abounded. Let me continue here. Now, it says, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famine and pestilences. So we saw pestilences. There's HIV and AIDS all over America Atlanta, Texas, all over. Just Google it, you'll find it. There's an AIDS epidemic. 20,000 people get affected in Atlanta within the past 8 months. It says earthquake in diverse places. In Google earthquakes, how many earthquakes happened today? You'll see it. Right? Now I want to jump down to verse 11. It says, and many false prophets shall arise and shall deceive many. As we see today, a lot of false prophets are coming out. Even within the Hebrew Israelite community, there's a lot of false prophets coming out. A lot of fake teachers. A lot of people just in this thing for money. They just want to full them belly, right? Verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. So we see this happening today. We see iniquity all across the face of the earth. We see wickedness all across the face of the earth, right? So the Most High is doing what? He's bringing judgment upon this place, man. He's bringing judgment upon this place. Now, this is Revelation 17:5, and it says, and upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. And why would the Bible call America the abominations of the earth? Why would Yahweh Bashem Yahshai call America the abominations of the earth? Why? Number one, America was built on slavery. Number two, America was built on genocide. America was built on slavery, the blood of the Israelites, the blood of the Native Americans. Come on. Genocide. They had to use genocide to take the land. When you go into Habakkuk 2, that's what I'm going to get real quick. Habakkuk 2, it says, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood and establish a city by iniquity. And the word woe just means destruction. So whatever is taking place in America right now is just woe. It's just destruction. This is called payback for what you did for building your city with the blood of the Native Americans, who are Israelites, and the slaves who came over from Africa, because you built your city with iniquity, with the blood of the slaves, which are Israelites, and the blood of the Native Americans, which are Israelites. Now woe unto you. Judgment is unfolding in your cities, man. Judgment is unfolding in your city. Right? Now, I want to grab something real quick. Again, oh yeah, I forgot to mention the reason. Let me go back into this and read it again. It says, and upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. I had mentioned, why is America called abominations of the earth? Why? Because she spreads her freaking legs open and the entire world can sees her shame, copies her shame, live like how she's living. The violence. Look, where does Jamaica get their guns from? America. Where they get their dressing from? America. The whorish lifestyle? America. Boogerism? America. Like, look around the world. Everywhere is Americanized today. Everybody want to be like America. Everybody's trying to go to America, to live like how the Americans live. They sell you a freaking dream, but the dream is actually a nightmare. Oh, man. Now, I want to grab something real quick. Now, I just read Habakkuk 2. Now, I want to read Isaiah. So this is Isaiah 59 and verse 7. It says, their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. This is what you people do. You Babylonians, you Edomites, you so-called Egyptians, you pharaohs. This is what you do. Your feet run to do evil, and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity, wasting, and destruction are in their path. This is what you do. So what's happening in your cities, what's happening in your town right now is just payback for what you have done. To who? The children of Israel. This is payback. Verse 8, it says, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Oh man. It says here, the way of peace they know not, because since their inception, they have been at war. Since they became, since they were born, they have done evil, wickedness. This is who they are. They are the wicked that the Bible speaks about. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So when a wicked Edomite is born from a wicked Edomite, that wicked baby Edomite is actually is born wicked. Right? It says, the way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. They have made them crooked path. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace. Like, look at how they got rich. Look at how all these people got. Look at how Killgates got rich. Killgate got rich through I don't even want to say it in this lesson because I don't want them to take the video down, but Killgates got rich through vaccines. 1, selling viruses on computers. 2, going into Africa and doing experiment on the people over there. Like, you can see the wickedness in these people, man. You can see the wickedness in these people, right? Now, this is Jeremiah 50 and verse 23. Jeremiah 50 and verse 23. How is the hammer of the earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? But why? Because the Most High is going to take you down. Your time is up. Like the lesson said here, more proof that the end is near. So the Most High is about to unleash judgment on you wicked Edomites, especially on Babylon the Great, which is the hammer of the earth. Right? And the nations are going to look and they're going to see and they're going to know that you have been taken down by Yahweh, by Yahweh Shai, and his angels. Right? Why? Why do you think this? Because of all the wickedness that you have done, your time has expired. Everything that you have, you have done to the children of Israel, you are about to pay for it. Right? I want to get another precept right here. This is 2 Timothy 3. I'm going to read 1 to 4. 2 Timothy 3, 1 to 4. Slakia. 2 Timothy 3, 1 to 4. It says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. What happened in the school just now, that's a perilous time. The HIV/AIDS pandemic, that's a perilous time, right? It says, for men shall be lovers of their own selves. We see this because you can look at the dude, what's his name? The Paganator. That's self-love, right? Covetous. We see this because he coveted the apostles for their position. Boasters. He's a proud and boisterous person. He's a blasphemer. And I'm just speaking about him, but there's many more. Disobedient to parents. Yes, his parents is the apostles. They taught him this. And he was disobedient to them. Unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure. Of course, the Paganator is lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. So this is a warning right here telling us about this man or these people, and we should stay away from them. Right? I think that's it. I probably got one more. Yeah, I think Jeremiah 51:24. Jeremiah 51. Yeah. '24. This is my last precept here. This is Jeremiah 51 and verse 24-25. It reads, "And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai." I'm going to read it again. It says, "And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion." So pretty much amongst the Israelites, in your sight, saith the Lord Yahweh. So punishment is coming for Babylon the Great. This is it. Punishment is coming for Babylon the Great. Verse 25, "Behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord, which destroyed all the earth." Who do you know that destroyed earth right now? They're cutting down the trees, talking about it's causing damage, killing the animals, right? Like, just look at this man. It says, "And I will stretch out mine hand upon thee and rule thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain." So this is a promise coming from Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, unto you Edomites in Babylon. The Most High said he's about to destroy you. He's about to take you out of your place. For what? For what you did to the children of Israel. Right? All right, man. And with that, I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Makakadash. Shalom.